Oi, fossil fans, MF Dino here. Ha! Got something straight out of Why the Creator's archives. A sealed DASA file marked Top Scaly Secret. They reckon dinosaurs never made it to the moon. Yeah, well, turns out we gave it a bloody good crack. This here's fossil rock number 27. Looks like ordinary lunar basalt, till you spot that three-toed imprint right in the middle. Too clean for a meteor, too heavy for chance. That little beauty sent the diggers digging deeper, all the way back to Cape Carnosaural, home of the Dino, Aeronautic and Space Administration, DASA. Their big dream? Project Moonclaw. Tucked in the back of a lava cavern, they'd already drawn the thing. Stacked stages, smoke trail, big white disc up top. And down the bottom, a name. Claw Armstrong. That's the moment history took a detour, mates, between what we were told and what we actually did. According to DASA's own paperwork, we gave it 11 goes. First 10 didn't quite reach space or common sense. The 11th, Claw 11, made it to the moon, maybe twice. So back in the era of the toasted asteroid, every dino with a brain cell and a spare volcano was looking up. Some dreamed of fame, others just wanted to beat the heat. Literally. And that's how the bright sparks at DASA were born. It started in a cave classroom at the Obsidian Institute. A few over-caffeinated engineers sketched what they called volcanic propulsion. That's ancient jargon for light the hill and hope for the best. Their first launch melted the chalkboard. Their second took the board with it. By the third, the roof was gone and the staff lounge was in orbit for about 2 seconds. Word spread faster than a raptor on roller skates. Suddenly, everyone wanted in. Cartographers, gearheads, even a bloke from the Department of Explosions and Minor Regrets. They scavenged old mine shafts, bolted on bronze plates, and called it engineering. Cape Carnosaural got the job as launch site. Perfect crosswinds, ocean view, active volcano included. DASA stamped a new logo, a claw gripping a crescent moon, and declared, "Next stop, the sky." What came next was history's loudest learning curve. 10 noble disasters, 1 legend, and a crater the size of optimism. Once the dream was on paper, DASA had one job left: make it actually leave the ground. And fair dinkum, they tried everything. Claw 1, field toss, 100 bright minds, and not one of them checked the weight. They counted to 3, gave it a heave, and learned optimism's lighter than payload. Claw 2, racket assist. If the rocket was basically a ball, they just needed a bigger racket. Serve was brilliant. Return was catastrophic. Claw 3, trebuchet Mark 1. Beautiful aim, sideways, straight into the canteen. Lunch was served early that day. Claw 4, tree sap fuel. Technically a success if you were making toffee. Whole pad caramelized. Engineers spent a week scraping. Claw 5, trampoline test. Save fuel, they said. First bounce perfect, second better, third right through the pad. They learned 2 things. It worked, and it shouldn't. Claw 6, sky hop 1. Parachute upside down. Manage the landing first, then the takeoff. Claw 7, low orbit demo. Comms by conch shell. Mission control could still hear the ocean, just not the rocket. Claw 8, volcano launch A. Too close to the vent. Lava's great for warmth, hopeless for insurance. Claw 9, seesaw test. Launched at high tide. Splashdown achieved before ignition. Then the clever claws at head office had a new theory. Maybe the trick wasn't up at all. Early DASA maths said launching from Australia would save fuel. Gravity's weaker down under, they reckoned, like cutting a rope and watching the rocket drop upward. They called it Claw 10, the Australia trial. Result? A boomerang, loud, on fire, and coming back fast. By now, optimism had reached escape velocity, and that's when DASA rolled out their final gamble, Claw 11. Officially, the first to reach the moon.
Claw 11, this is DASA Control. Status check?
Copy that, Control. Huston, we got a problem.
Who's Huston?
No idea. But he's the bloke who built the fuel gauge backwards.
Even in the space age, some things never change. Like bad directions and worse names.
One small step for Claw.
Unofficially, the first to reach the editing room. After Claw 11, DASA called it a wrap. Literally, they wrapped the reels, stamped mission accomplished, and went very quiet. But a few million years later, Y the Creator cracked open the vault and found something odd. Not mission footage, not telemetry, just film reels labeled training material. Training for what? Acting? Because the shadows nailed their lines. Each frame told a different story, and none of them matched the surface of the Great Pale Crust. Light from two suns, footprints that stop mid-stride, and a flag waving in a place with no wind. Either physics was on holiday, or someone got creative with the set dressing. That's when a name surfaced in the paperwork. Stanley Eggbrick. Visionary, genius, professional liar. Depends who you ask. He was DASA's visual consultant, assigned to Lava Studio B under Cape Carnosaural, a cave so hot it developed its own lighting department.
One small step for Claw.
Cut.
And if you listen close, you can still hear it. Same line, same hiss. Only this time, it's coming from under the crater, not on it. Buzzard Aldino once claimed in a debrief, we did both. Maybe he meant 2 landings. Maybe he meant one on film. Or maybe he just enjoyed keeping secrets. Whatever the truth, by the end of Project Moonclaw, DASA had more film canisters than fossils, and every single one went missing. After Lava Studio B, things got quiet. Too quiet. One week, DASA's on every wall poster. Aim higher, literally. Next week, gone. No press, no parades, not even a souvenir mug. The studio was sealed off under maintenance. Eggbrick was reassigned. Rumor says he retired somewhere warm, like inside a volcano. The official story claimed all reels were archived. Unofficially, half were melted, and the other half accidentally launched into orbit with the rubbish. Fair dinkum, the garbage run had better range than the rockets. Then there was Buzzard Aldino. DASA called him a national hero for about 5 minutes. Then his interviews vanished, his flight badge scrubbed, his parking spot reassigned to no one in particular. Years later, during a dig at the Pangea Hub Museum, they found his suit ring. Scratched along the inside were 3 words: "We did both." No one knows what happened to Claw Armstrong. Some reckon he went on one last run, headed north till the footprints just stopped. Others say he stayed behind, buried under the same studio floor that made him a legend. Whatever the truth, by the end of Project Moonclaw, the record books were spotless and completely empty. DASA's name quietly erased. Eggbrick's films misfiled as meteor studies, and the only trace left was that one line still echoing in the static.
One small step for Claw.
Officially, nothing to see here. Unofficially, everything. Centuries later, all that's left of Project Moonclaw fits in a shoebox. A few reels, a melted lens, and a single fossilized footprint that doesn't match anything on Earth, or anywhere for that matter. Every few years, some clever claw digs up another clue. A scrap of film, a badge, a pizza voucher with Claw 11 stamped on the back. And every time, DASA's old logo turns up somewhere new, carved in stone, printed on fossils, or etched into the side of a meteor. Some say it's proof the mission really happened. Others say it's just Eggbrick's marketing team refusing to quit.
I think so too.
But maybe that's the point. The truth about the first lunar landing might have gone up in smoke, yet the story's still orbiting. Bright, weird, and impossible to ignore. Maybe Claw Armstrong really did make that leap. Maybe the cameras just got there first. Stay sharp, stay scaly, and stay tuned. MF Dino out.